Samuel Knox had been waiting months for the concert, a once-in-a-lifetime show by the experimental electronic group Vessel. Everyone online described their live performances as transformative, otherworldly, even mind-altering, but Samuel assumed that was just fan exaggeration. He arrived early, squeezed himself into the center of the pit, and let the anticipation wash over him as colored lights danced across the ceiling. When the first deep bass note rolled through the air, the crowd erupted. Samuel felt the vibration travel through his chest like a second heartbeat. At first, it was exhilarating pure adrenaline and sound. But halfway through the second song, something shifted. The lights began to flicker in unnatural patterns, pulsing with an off-timed rhythm that didn't match the music. Samuel blinked. For a moment, he thought he saw a silhouette between the beams of red and violet light, a tall, thin shape standing impossibly still in a sea of moving bodies. He shook his head, telling himself it was just strobe light afterimages. Still, the shape didn't move. By the fourth song, the crowd swayed like one organism. The bass dropped into a low, thrumming frequency that made Samuel dizzy. His vision warped at the edges, bending like heat waves rising from asphalt. Every time the lights flashed, the silhouette came closer. The figure had no face, no features. Its outline rippled like liquid shadow, growing more defined with each pulse of sound. The crowd seemed unaware, laughing, singing, recording on their phones. Samuel opened his mouth to call out, but the music swallowed his voice. His pulse synced with the beat. Every nerve tingled as if being tuned. The figure appeared again, now only a few feet away. Then the lights went black. A single tone vibrated through the arena, deep enough to make the floor tremble. When the lights returned in a dim, sickly green, the figure stood directly in front of him. Samuel stumbled back, but no one around him reacted. People danced through the creature, as though it wasn't there, yet Samuel felt its presence like cold breath on his skin. The music twisted, becoming distorted, as if someone had taken the clean electronic melody and corrupted it with something ancient and wrong. Samuel squeezed his eyes shut, but the hallucination clung to him. Behind his eyelids, he saw spirals of fractal shadows reaching for him. He ran, pushed through the throng, gasping, desperate to reach the edge of the pit. Every step felt heavy, like wading through water. The beat warped, faster and faster, until it resembled a rapid heartbeat, his heartbeat, he realized. He stumbled into a corridor leading away from the stage. The music bled through the walls, muffled, but still crawling under his skin. He pressed a hand to his ear to shut it out, but the sound vibrated inside his skull. The figure followed him into the hallway without footsteps, without sound. Just presence, a pressure like gravity. Samuel turned a corner, panting, trying to escape both the sound and the shadow. He burst through a door expecting an exit, but instead found himself in an empty backstage room filled with unused lighting equipment. The moment he stepped in, the door slammed behind him. The single overhead bulb flickered violently. His vision doubled. He saw the room twice, overlapping, one version normal and one tinted blood red. A whisper threaded through the air, impossibly layered, like dozens of voices speaking in unison. "You let us in." Samuel dropped to his knees, clutching his head. The music wasn't outside anymore. It was inside him, a rhythm pushing his thoughts aside. His heartbeat stuttered, syncing with a pulse that wasn't human. He looked up and saw the shadow figure unfold itself from the corner of the room, stretching impossibly tall until its head nearly brushed the ceiling. Its surface churned like storm clouds lit from within. He backed toward the door, but his limbs moved sluggishly, as though responding to someone else's commands. The figure lowered itself, bending in half without bones, bringing the void where its face should be inches from his own. The pulse in the air stopped. The silence was worse. Then the final drop hit one catastrophic bass note that shattered the overhead bulb. In the instant of darkness, Samuel felt something cold and viscous push into him, seeping behind his eyes, sliding into his mind like oil. His body convulsed as the shadow poured through him. He tried to scream, but his jaw locked. When security finally checked the backstage area after the show, they found nothing but a smear of black residue on the floor. Samuel Knox was never seen leaving the venue. His friends filed a missing person report, but the footage from inside the arena glitched beyond recovery. Only 1 second of video survived. Samuel, standing in the middle of the crowd, a silhouette behind him, pulsing in rhythm with the music. None of the investigators could hear it, but audio technicians swear that when the clip is slowed down, the bass line says his name. Thanks for watching. Is there anything you'd like to see in a short horror story? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe.